Aloha and welcome to This is Paradise podcast. Today I'm with the one and only John Gritzko, back
So,
and living in Australia now. Tell me about it.
absolutely. Australia's been freaking amazing. I've been here for, I think I'd say a year and 3 months now. And since moving here, I've been able to completely just be on my own and just focus on myself and just be happy. And it's just been really nice to just kind of be alone, and not be around the same people, the same crowds, and just kind of just figure things out on my own.
It's kind of interesting to think about it that way instead of like, yeah, that's kind of an interesting thing to say. I'm like, dang, I never thought about it like that. Like instead of going to where you're comfortable, you're like going, making yourself uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things. There's this YouTubers that I watch. It's called Seek Discomfort, and that's like one of my biggest drives in life is just always make sure that I'm never comfortable, because you know what they say is like if you are stuck in comfort, you're never gonna be able to succeed or be vulnerable where you can learn something new.
Hmm.
Um, so comfortability is good, but not to an extent.
Yeah, yeah. So, what what made you want to move there?
Well, Australia. I've been always wanted to live in Australia since I was like 6 years old. It's been a dream of mine.
Oh, okay, okay,
I don't know,
okay.
I don't know why, but it's just always been calling my name. And
Okay.
I also just I've met so many Australian people that I just have fallen in love with their culture, the way they talk, just the way they are. They're just really friendly and just loud, like outgoing people. So I kind of just wanted to check it out and see what it's really like. See if it's actually all big spiders and kangaroos jumping around.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so interesting. I have a whole bunch of little topics for you, kind of
Yeah.
like, what was the hardest part of leaving, like Hawaii?
Um, Definitely, I would say the number one thing was being there for as long as I was. I was just starting to find my place, if I was, as you would call it, and I found a good group of people. And I feel like a lot of times when I get too comfortable, I get scared and I run away from it, almost. And I've kind of left a lot of good people that I had in Hawaii and even back on the East Coast. Um, and I just kind of feel bad for those people because I never really got to give them a full bye. And I miss some of those people. Like you're one of them. I miss hanging out with you and going to karaoke and stuff. And I've gone to karaoke here once or twice, and it's just not the same as it used to be. And I'm always trying to compare it to. What I'm really doing is comparing Hawaii to Australia, which I can't do. I shouldn't do, because it's not the same.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's good. I can't even imagine. I mean, it's probably going to be so different,
Yeah,
but
no, it is. It is.
sometimes is Australia like what you imagined it to be,
Oh,
like as a
absolutely. And
kid,
even
or okay.
yes, and so much better too, in my opinion. It's just like the way of life here is just it's kind of like in Hawaii where you know how everyone's just laid back and kind of on the wave vibe, the ocean vibe. It's kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It's kind of
That's
like that
wild.
here, but people are just they'll banter with you and just pick on you, but also not to be mean, just kind of push you to be better and become someone better of yourself. So
What was like the biggest culture shock you think?
biggest
Like,
culture shock was the food.
oh,
100% the food. It's when I first came to Australia, I went to McDonald's. They call it Macca's here. And I got the same thing I would always get in Hawaii or anywhere in the US. So I get my Big Mac meal, large fry, and everything, right? When I got my meal, it was small. like
yeah.
the proportion controls here are just insane. It's a
Mhm.
lot smaller, a lot less food compared to the US. And that was
Well,
just like a big shock to me.
yeah. Well, yeah. The thing is, it's actually normal. The portion sizes in the U.S. are not normal, and that's why
Yeah.
we're like one of the fattest countries in the world.
Yeah.
And you're seeing it like in real time actually going out there and being like, oh my God, this is actually how much somebody should eat. So
Yeah, no,
it's
and
like,
seriously, and I think another thing too, Lucy, is that like the laws here too are a lot different, and it's so much more strict. Like,
yeah.
um, a lot of the like driving rules. There's cameras everywhere, so like speeding is almost nearly impossible here. Um, and like even like train laws, like being out on the streets and stuff, like having drinks out in public, like, you can get arrested for that or ticketed for that. You can get ticketed for almost anything, and it's crazy.
Does that really like, put it in perspective for you? Like,
Oh my, yeah, I have been very good at trying to obey most of the laws. I've gotten 2 tickets since being here, and it has eaten me alive.
what for what?
I got one on my birthday for speeding. I was like going 3 miles over or 3 kilometers over, right? And that was like $400, which was insane. I was like, yeah, I do not want to be speeding, right? And then
Whoa.
the second one was a ticket for not having a valid a train card, and I got ticketed for that too. And that was $350. It was just crazy.
How did you get caught like doing that?
They have like these officers that will like wait at the exit and like make sure that you have your card, your pass, and like they'll scan your ticket to make sure you have credits on it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Why didn't you have credits? Like,
Well, I did have credits. I just did not have my wallet, so I was definitely not supposed to be on that train.
oh, dang. So they what? They just give you a ticket, and are they nice about it, or like what's that
Yeah, they gave me a
interaction?
ticket, and then I got the. It was like they said I was gonna get a warning, and then 2 months later in the mail, I got a $350 fine. So,
Oh,
that was not fun. But yeah, generally they're nice about it. And the thing too about the driving and getting tickets, you don't hardly ever get pulled over. And like if you get pulled over, the cops can pull you for almost anything. They don't have to have reasonable cause or anything. They can just hit their lights and pull you over on the side of the road. Like there's nothing that can stop you from them pulling you over. But a lot of times people will get ticketed through the cameras and stuff. So
mm, interesting, interesting. That's interesting. Okay, let's talk about TikTok
yes. What do you want to
and
know?
this creation abroad. Were you
Yeah,
making TikToks before you went to
I
Australia?
was doing TikToks. I was not doing the live portion of it.
Okay,
So I
okay.
started that basically as soon as I got here. And I was actually doing it mainly at the beginning to kind of promote my music.
Right.
Um, but it just kind of blew up and just like went crazy.
What do you think was like the first video or like
Well,
reason
it
for
wasn't
that?
I mean, it was the first video that I went that like went viral, kind of semi-viral in Australia was like the ones that I did about the birds. I would be like, "Hey Aussies, like tell me about this. I'm a, like American. I don't know what it is. Please share." And that would always get a lot of feedback and stuff from people. So I've done a bunch of those videos, but like regarding the live wise, I just talk and sing. That's about it. And
I really
people,
like lately where you're like trolling the guys.
yeah. So I do that
Oh,
like once or twice a week, and people love it. They love it.
I was so dead. I was like, yo, this is hilarious. And they're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
What made you think of that? Like,
So I saw a dude kind of similar idea do it, and I was like, dude, that is so funny, and like I have the perfect personality to pull this off.
true,
Um,
true, true.
and so I just did like a trial run. Like what I think I started doing this like 2 months ago, but I did a trial run, and I had like 30 people in there, and they were just geeking their butts off. Like they loved it. So I was like, I'm gonna turn this into a series and start doing it more often. And that's what I've been doing.
Nice. How do you get like content ideas? Is it a little
I
bit from like what you
it's
see, or is it just
honestly, yeah, a lot of it is I think it's 50-50, right? Half of it's from what comes up on my For You page, or like I'll hear a sound that I really like, and I will just be like, I want to use that sound on a video and just kind of talk over it or something, or do a funny dance, right? And then the other 50% of it is just me like trying to make like funny skits or do something to make someone laugh, because I know that most of my content isn't serious. It's not inspirational, right? It's just to make you laugh, make your day better, you know.
yeah, yeah. It's so interesting to see you come from like doing stand up and then like to like doing content where you can like
It's
curate it a little bit.
oh, absolutely. It's a lot better for me, I guess, in my opinion, because I can do multiple tries, right? And I also like
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the comfort of my own room and my own chair, my own desk, right? And I can just be myself. I don't have to fake it, you know? And if
Right,
the
right,
people
right.
like me, they'll watch me, you know? But like a lot of people out even on social media, right? TikTok is a big example. Like people are fake and they don't really present who they really are. But the same thing happens when you have like a comedian or like a singer, right? They're there just to either make the money or they're there to just to get the popularity and fame, you know.
Hmm.
And a lot of people can see through that. So
Yeah, that's good that you have like kind of naturally developed your humor with TikTok. Do you have
yeah,
any advice for like anyone that wants to get into making TikTok videos, for example?
I yes. I mean, what do you mean by advice? Do you want like? Can you give me a little bit more
Like
detail?
yeah, just like okay, advice for somebody who like is starting to think about like wanting to make TikTok videos.
Yeah.
Like I have a
Okay.
friend
So
that's like pretty introverted and she was like, "Should I make TikTok videos?" And I'm like, "Yes."
absolutely,
Like
absolutely. I
absolutely.
feel I feel like whether or not so when I first started making videos, it was actually for myself. I was doing them to make video. It's the same thing with my music, right? I make music for myself and not for other people. But the videos I was doing at first, I was making and because I thought it was stuff that related to me and I thought it was funny to me, you know. And then that actually blew up more than the stuff that I was just doing to put out for other people, right? So I would
Mhm.
say 100% always post something, right? No matter what you think other people are gonna think about it, like you're guaranteed to get good feedback from it, and people are gonna love it. People are gonna love you for who you are, and you shouldn't care what people think about you. You know, I say record a video, post it. 100%. Don't think about it. Just do it. It's
Yeah,
definitely
I
worth
think
it.
that's what I try to tell my friends too. I said, you know, there's so many, and I told my friend, like, there's so many like introverted people just like you that
Hmm.
like you just talking about like how you are about certain things, like that's gonna resonate with somebody
Yeah,
and there's gonna be an audience for you, like
yeah.
somewhere. Yeah.
I and yeah, on that note too, as I have a few friends that don't even show their face, right? But they you can hear their voice and they do like pretty music or background photos and stuff or just videos in front of them and they talk. They do voiceovers. And those
Mhm.
videos are really a lot of people like them because they just like to hear someone's voice or they want to hear
That's
someone
true.
that's going through the same type of stuff they're doing, you know.
That's true. Some people do have like really good like curating museum sounding
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
voices. So, any future trips to Hawaii? I'm so sad I missed you the
Yeah,
last one.
so um at the moment I have to leave the country every 3 months. So
Okay,
um
okay.
my next trip is either going to be New Zealand or Hawaii, depending on the price difference between each one. Um, but if I end up going to New Zealand, in I think the end of January, I'll go to Hawaii in what is that? January, February, March, in April, sometime in April.
Okay. Dang,
But
you're
I
gonna go to
also
New Zealand without me?
I know I will. It's a lot closer, and I think it's gonna be a little bit cheaper because I only have to go for a day, which is nice. Um, but also I might be in Hawaii before April because there's a huge TikTok event happening on the North Shore
Really?
with my agency. Yeah. So I got to figure out the details about that, but it might be in March or February. So I'm not 100% sure. I haven't heard yet about it, but I know that they're hosting it in Hawaii this year, which is awesome.
Oh my god, I wanna go.
You should. You can be my plus one. Let's do it.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Oh my god. Yeah, definitely let
it's
me
and it's
know.
it's sweet too because everyone in the agency also is like they're it's like a Christian agency. So
It's a Christian agency, you said?
yeah, so like everyone like either goes to they do some sort of like youth ministry or like go to church or like do some they make music. There's a lot of artists which I think you would love. I think you would love to talk to them.
Yeah, there's a really cool church actually on the North Shore, and they have
Mm,
like really, really good music.
yeah.
That's kind of like the best part about it. Do you think you'll ever quit content creation, or you think like as long as you're having fun right now, you're just gonna
I
keep
think
going?
I think there will be an end to it, yes, but I think it'll it will kind of transcend into something else, maybe
Mm.
to like more taking that following that I had and putting it into maybe like an Instagram page that goes into my family or my feed, like my feed. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just kind of going with the flow at the moment. But for now, yes, I'm gonna be doing content for as long as I can. Because honestly, I love it. I enjoy it. I wake up, I go live, I make 3 videos, and then at night I go live. It's just it kind of keeps me on a schedule, which I really like.
What's a con you think of like
A con
doing content
doing social
creation?
media, it's a full-time job. It really is. And it is mentally and physically exhausting. Um I there has been some nights that I've been on live for 5 minutes and had to get off because of just like getting too much in my head about people saying stuff and just people being negative, and that's one of the disadvantages of being online is people will try to bully you. And you just kind of got to ignore it. But sometimes after a while, it builds up and you just kind of implode. You know.
Hmm. Yeah. Do you feel like you have to like turn off your phone sometimes and like literally go touch grass? Because sometimes I feel like
Yeah,
that.
no, that I love that terminology because I have said that to people. Like some of these people that I talk to on a regular basis, I'm like, do you actually enjoy this? Like, have you touched grass this week? Like, but like
Yeah.
one of the things too is now you remember our last conversation how you were talking about having a schedule, right? And like time blocks and stuff. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one thing I've been trying to focus on a lot more is set times for myself. So like this is my daily schedule, 5 7 days a week, right? I wake up, right? I and make my breakfast, make my coffee, and then I take a shower and I just like kind of embrace the morning because it's really nice here in the morning at the moment. And then I hop on live, right? I do a 2 or 3 hour stream, right? And then I make some videos. And then I'll either go to the gym or I'll go on a run or on a walk. And that's what I do around 2 or 3 p.m., right? And these are just my blocks. I do it every day. And then I'll sit down, I'll have some time to myself, kind of a meditation or like I'll write some music. I'll work on some of my music, right? And then I hop back onto live if I don't have work. So usually then I go to my job, and then after my job I go back on live and make another few videos, and it's just that on a rotation.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. What is something you learned about yourself like in this process of moving to a completely different country and having this alone
Um,
time?
I would say that like the biggest thing that I've learned is that you do need people. You need good people in your life to be there, whether or not you want them to be or not. Like I've I still in a lot of contact with my siblings, my parents, right? Even though they're thousands of miles away and on a different time zone, right? But no matter what, like they're gonna still be there, no matter what. Like, and it's nice to know that. And like, if I didn't, I like people that are in my same situation that don't have that outside, like safety net. eh, it's
Yeah.
it's hard to explain that, but like I've been very thankful to understand that being alone, I have noticed that the people that are reaching out to me and giving extra time to me, those are the people that I need to have in my life 24/7. And it's not just
Mhm.
family; it's family, friends, And then it also, like as I said in the last podcast, it's weaved out a lot of the people that actually don't really care and aren't there for you.
Yeah. 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 That's really interesting. Do you think you're gonna move somewhere else? Like, is there another
No, I like.
favorite spot you wanted to move to,
I mean,
or
I do want to. I do. I do want to check out Japan, but like living there, I feel like it's gonna be really hard, especially as an American speaking person or English speaking person. So
well, a lot of people speak English there. I actually was supposed to go there in
yeah,
November. I couldn't pull it off because like with school and everything, it just like was
yeah.
horrible timing. And I told my friend, I'm like, I can't go. I felt so bad because we're supposed to go.
I've wanted to go, and if you still want to go, I think we should plan a trip.
Well, I'm down to. I want to go for my birthday next year in October.
Ooh, that would be fun. I want to go because the culture there is also I've heard amazing. The people there are just like incredibly nice. Um,
Yeah,
the
ramen.
food, the food, yeah, the ramen, the ultimate ramen, sushi, soyu. Like, oh goodness.
The technology, like I want to
Oh,
like, or
yeah.
Pokemon cards, like so many reasons to go.
I've seen some videos of like you can make a pizza on the side of the street, like in a vending machine. Like,
Yeah, I know you and me would have so much fun just honestly just going to vending machines probably for like 24 hours.
yeah, for sure.
And like I know like I want to stay in somewhere nice, but like I also want to stay in like those like capsule hotels. Have you ever seen
Oh yeah,
those?
yeah.
Like just for the experience, you know?
That would be freaking amazing, honestly. And also another thing is the sources of transportation they have there. I just want to say that I've done it. Like ridden on some of these trains that are fast. Like they have the fast trains there, and some of the cars there are insane. Like
Yeah, I wonder what driving is like over there actually. I haven't ever seen anything about that. Like the driving.
I would assume that it's from what I don't know what it is in Tokyo, but I feel like it's a lot
You're
of
like I have no
traffic.
idea.
I have
Oh,
no
is it?
idea. Yeah. I watch those like driving like dashboard cam videos. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to check some of those out. Okay, I have more questions for you.
Yes.
Do you feel more confident now than you did before you moved? Like on your own?
Yes. Yes, definitely. Definitely.
And is
I
that
think
because of like getting pushed out of your comfort zone type
yeah.
stuff?
I think being completely separated from not people in general, but like just like the people that I had that were supporting me, like
Yeah, yeah,
I kind of started on a fresh slate. I had to find
yeah.
new friends, find new people to hang out with, and honestly, at the first like 6 to 8 months of my living here, my stay here, I didn't talk to anyone. I was at home. I was just doing my own thing, and it was really good. It was really good. But I would say, what was the question again? Can you ask it again?
Like, do you feel more confident now?
Yes, I definitely do because of being so isolated from what I was used to.
Mhm.
I I'm definitely a lot more confident in myself. I would say 100%. Yes.
Yeah, you definitely seem happier. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, like almost like, yeah, almost like you found more of like your purpose out there, you
Yeah,
know?
I would say that. Yeah. Although there has been a lot of things that have been like getting at me. Like I'm still trying to finish this album that I've said I've been wanting to do. I said I was gonna get it done before Christmas. That's not gonna happen. But I think I'm hopefully gonna have it done before New Year's is the goal now. But that's like
I,
one of the
I'm
big what
I'm literally in the same boat.
Yeah. And that's one of the biggest things I've been working on for the past 2 years, honestly. Like, it's just trying to finish writing these songs. Because it's been the last 3 or 4 years of my life, all put into 14 songs. And you know how hard that is?
Yeah,
So hard.
you gotta time block it, man. You gotta
I
time
know.
block.
I know.
Yeah, well, with music, it's also hard because if you're not like a music engineer, like for me, like I have to then have somebody else like finish a song.
Yeah, so
So
I've sent like 4 or 5 songs to someone and I'm still waiting to get them back. So it's just
that's
time, a
annoying.
lot of time. Yeah.
So what's the most emotional moment you've had since moving?
Hmm. Honestly, it was I think it was the first like 2 months. I was applying to jobs. I couldn't find anything, and I was just like, this is not gonna work for me. Like this isn't working. I'm trying to do TikTok. I'm trying to find a job. No one wants me. This is not my place. And there was a solid week that I just like didn't talk to anyone. I was depressed as and was not happy. I was like, maybe I should just move back. And then the second time was just actually a few months ago when my 1 year visa was ending. I was like, I don't know what to do. I was lost. I was like, I don't know if I can get another visa. I don't know if I should stay longer. I don't know what's gonna happen. And so I came back to Hawaii for 2 or 3 days, right? And once I got back, they held me for multiple hours, and I thought I wasn't gonna be allowed back in the country. So that was like really like a lot for me because that's never
Dang.
happened. Yeah.
Why did they
because they
hold you? Like, just to,
they were
double
just like,
check with
your trip was too short, and like, why are you coming back to the country? They were just questioning me on a lot of things. They tested a lot of things in my bags and stuff. So they're just, the border here is really strict, and it's rough. It is. It really is.
Mhm. Interesting. Do you think you're gonna stay there long term? Like Australia is long term for you?
I
It,
mean,
if you can make it work.
at the moment, yes. If I could make it work, I would love to stay here. I mean, it's being able to travel. Like, this is kind of the center to like East Asia countries. I can go to Hawaii whenever I want, right? I can go to New Zealand. I can also fly to the East Coast or the West Coast, which I've done a few times already. It's like, it's not hard to travel. And this is, honestly, I haven't been this happy before. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Hawaii, I was happy, but like, it was like a mix between like, I really am. I love this place, but like, also the people that I'm surrounding myself around aren't good for me.
Mhm.
And
Well,
I
that
think
makes sense.
I kind of found my spot here. I have a good group of solid like 4 or 5 friends that I it's like a family, and I love them
Yeah,
to death.
yeah, that's good. I'm glad you found that. What do you think is next for your content,
I
or
don't
are you
know.
just no plans really?
I really don't know. Like, my goal is not to be famous at all. And I think that's what draws a lot of people in. It's just my transparency and the fact that I'm not there for the money, and I'm not there to get famous. It's a place for people to either wake up in the morning and chit chat about random stuff, or just be in a safe environment and get emotional support from people that are in a good state of life, when the people that are coming into my lives are either depressed or going through something. It's a very uplifting space usually when I'm not doing my battles or singing my music. I do boxes and I talk to everyone. So, and I have like a Discord channel where I talk to everyone that watches me on a daily basis, which is about 50, 60 people.
Yeah,
So,
damn, that's crazy. You like
yeah,
really built it up.
I did. Yeah, it's grown in the last year. Like, when I first started doing lives and posting content more, I would have never told you that I would be where I'm at now. Like,
Yeah,
it's blown my mind. And I've met so many wonderful people. I've met people on TikTok and gone to hang out with them and just loved them. And I've also met some people and realized who they really are, and did not was not happy about that, because people will put off a fake, like a fake.
mm, like a facade,
Exactly, yeah. And I
like a
I went,
persona online or something. Yeah,
yeah, and
yeah, I
I
could
thought they were
never.
the coolest person ever, right? And I went to hang out with them, and I don't know what that was. It was just completely threw me off. They were just completely different, and I was just like, why? What's the point? You know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, there's just people that are just like that. Like they're just like two-faced kind of, in a way. But
Yeah,
um yeah, I've definitely experienced that for sure. You're like, "Whoa, you are so different than you are on the internet."
yeah,
It's just so much easier to just be yourself, but like I guess not
yeah,
everybody can do that, which yeah,
yeah.
interesting
Well, also,
concept.
I think it's a lot of times people just they struggle with being like judged and just not liked. So
Yeah.
they try to fit the ideal persona of what social media and TikTok, Instagram, and like OF and all this stuff, like what the perfect image person is, and
Yeah. Yeah.
that's not how the world runs.
Yeah. Like the Instagram models with their big asses and
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah.
So, give me one sentence advice to your past self before you moved to Australia.
One sentence advice to if I was talking to myself when I was in Hawaii. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like before the move.
Um,
Like if you could go back in time and like meet up with yourself right before you moved to Australia, like what would you tell
that's a good
yourself?
question. That's a good question. I like that. Um, I'd probably say, to be honest, I'd be like, "Hey, John, don't stress. Keep your head up. Things are gonna make it through." Like, because I at first, I wasn't scared, and that's kind of just the hard head in me. But at the same time, once I finally stepped foot in this country, I was like, "Holy crap, this is happening!" did I make the right decision? Blah blah blah. And like I would have just told myself, John, it's okay. You'll be successful here. You'll make it.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of get you kind of past those self-doubt days, which
Yeah,
is totally normal,
yeah,
especially going to a new country and things aren't working out, like you're not getting hired or whatever.
yeah,
I mean, that's happening to my friend here,
yeah.
and yeah, one of my friends got laid off and he's been like going through a rough time.
Cool.
Yeah, so but yeah. Well, do you want to ask me anything random before we end? Because I'm getting so tired. I need to like
Yes,
go fucking
I don't
sleep.
want to keep you. I don't want to keep you up. But I do want to ask you: have you met anyone cool to replace me?
No one could ever replace you. There's never anyone that can sing music. Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Well, I want to get back to Hawaii and hang out with you. I want to plan a longer trip. That trip was so last minute and it was an emergency. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're always welcome to stay here too if,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know. Yeah. Yeah,
And
just let me
also,
know.
my brother's doing apparently really well there now. So, I've been trying to reconnect and kindle our relationship a little bit. So, but slowly.
Good, good. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's good. That's good. Yeah, we'll definitely have to go live on TikTok again. I've
Good.
taken a break, obviously.
Yeah.
It's so hard
I've
to
been
do it with school.
busy. Yeah. How's school going, by the way?
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
It's just like I just am constantly just doing so many. I tried to fit in so much music stuff too this year, and I was
Yeah.
like, I just did way too much this year.
Yeah.
So I think
You were
this
flying out to
coming year,
California,
to
right? Doing
all the time, and I was like, oh my god, like why did I say yes to this?
yeah.
And yeah, it was a lot. I'm definitely cutting down my 2026 a little bit. I say that, and I already have like trips planned, but still, it's going to be a lot less for sure.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
a lot of cool stuff coming too, so I'm super excited.
I'm excited now.
Yeah, I'll tell you offline. But
Yeah.
well, thanks for coming on. I'm glad we got another little episode, even if
Yeah.
it's a short one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
any more advice for content creators? Just do it.
Um, just post. Be yourself. Don't care what people are gonna think about you, and I just full send it.
All
Yeah.
right, guys, follow John. I will link all of his TikTok and everything so you can follow him. Thanks, John, for coming on and watching Lisa's Paradise Podcast. Please subscribe. Aloha. Yay.